Almost every man overlooks something important, even though it matters far more than he realizes. And interestingly, it's something women quietly appreciate, even if they rarely talk about it. Curious? Think about this for a moment. You've probably seen men who seem to have everything in place. They're good-looking, confident, successful, with money, status, and lifestyle. And yet, somehow, they still struggle to create deep, meaningful connections with women. Something just doesn't click, and they can't quite figure out why. Here's the reality. Attraction isn't built only on appearance, wealth, or social status. What many men miss are the small, subtle behaviors that leave a lasting impression. They're not loud, they're not obvious, but they are powerful, and they shape how a woman truly feels about you. In this video, we're going to uncover some of those hidden desires women experience, but rarely express openly. These aren't typical dating tips you hear everywhere. They're rooted in psychology and timeless human behavior, and once you truly understand them, they can completely change how women perceive you. Now imagine this for a second. What if you could connect with a woman on a level she doesn't even fully understand herself? What if you could stand out effortlessly, without chasing, without over-explaining, though want to marry Fori Dainty, without trying to prove your worth, simply by making her feel safe, appreciated, and emotionally understood? That alone would place you ahead of most men. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're unaware of these deeper principles, you're already at a disadvantage. You might lose attraction that could have grown into something meaningful. You might miss a connection that could have stayed in her mind long after you were gone. That's why this matters. And once these ideas truly click, especially the last one, the way you see attraction and connection will never be the same again. Before we go deeper, a quick moment. If you genuinely want to understand and apply these insights, take a second to support the channel. Like the video, subscribe to Inside Her Heart, and turn on notifications. It may seem small, but it helps keep this kind of content coming. Now, let's move into the first idea. Something most men underestimate completely: the quiet power of touch before intimacy. Imagine this. You're on a date. The vibe feels right. The conversation flows easily. There's laughter, comfort, connection. But deep down, something feels slightly off. She's there. She's engaged. But she's not fully open. Later, you drop her home. You send a message. And then, nothing. No reply. Just silence. This is where many men lose momentum without realizing it, because they assume attraction is built through words alone. They focus on being funny, interesting, impressive. But here's the truth. Women don't connect only through conversation. They connect through emotion, through energy, and most importantly, through how they feel around you. And one of the most overlooked ways to shape that feeling is through calm, intentional touch. Not rushed, not needy, not forced. It has to feel natural, respectful, effortless. Even the smallest gesture, when done with the right intention, can shift the entire dynamic. A light touch on her shoulder, a relaxed, comfortable hug, a gentle gesture at the right moment. These things communicate more than words ever could. Because for many women, emotional safety matters more than physical attraction. Non-sexual touch sends a silent message. It tells her, I respect your space. You can relax around me. You don't need to perform. And that sense of ease is what allows real attraction to grow. This isn't about techniques. It's not about doing the right move. It's about being present, slowing down, and actually noticing her responses. When you create an environment where she feels appreciated, not pressured, everything begins to flow naturally. Men who truly stand out don't rush these moments. They don't try to control them. They allow things to unfold at their own pace. They stay grounded, calm, aware, because they understand something most men miss. Real connection grows in comfort, not pressure. When you carry that kind of calm presence, you become someone she feels safe with, someone she's drawn to without needing to be convinced. And here's what makes this even more powerful. It works on a level most people aren't consciously aware of. When a woman feels emotionally safe around you, her guard lowers naturally, without effort, without explanation, and that comfort isn't built through big gestures. It's built through consistency, through small, respectful actions. The way you sit, the way you listen, The way you respond to her energy, all of it matters. Intentional touch, when it feels natural, reinforces that emotional safety. It shows confidence without aggression, interest without pressure. But the key is awareness. You have to notice her reactions. Does she lean in, relax, or pull away? Respecting those signals is what separates a man who understands connection from one who is simply trying to impress. Patience is equally important. Many men rush, thinking they might lose the moment, but real attraction grows when there is no rush at all. When you slow down, you create space, and in that space, real feelings develop. That's what makes the connection feel real, memorable, different from what she usually experiences. There's also another layer, emotional awareness. Many men focus only on what they're doing, but real connection comes from understanding what she's feeling. When you're tuned in, you notice the small changes, her mood, her body language, her energy, and that allows you to respond naturally instead of guessing or forcing anything. That kind of awareness creates a grounded presence, and that's something rare. Another important truth: restraint is attractive, not reacting impulsively, not rushing into physical closeness, not trying to escalate too quickly. This shows control, confidence, clarity. It tells her you're not driven by desperation, but by intention. Over time, these small moments build trust. Trust becomes comfort, and comfort opens the door to deeper attraction. When a woman feels she can truly relax around you, she begins to associate you with emotional ease, and that feeling stays with her, even after you're gone. That's what makes your presence powerful, not your words, not your stories, but how you made her feel without forcing anything at all.